Now the earth had become corrupt before God, and the earth had become filled with robbery. There's two reasoning why the floods happened in this passage. First of all, the ashchata, corruption. All the creation distort their ways. As Rashi explained, even animals and flying birds will cohabit and do mixed breeds with different kinds that know their nature. The second reason, Hamas, robbery, stealing. We, Be'ezrat Hashem, going to speak about the second one today. What was the issue with the generation of the flood? They would go to a store, let's say a fruit store, and each one just go and take a little bit to try, less than the value of a pruta, less than a dime, and empty the store from top to bottom. And when the owner of the store said, excuse me, you need to pay, they would say, what do you mean? We took less than a dime. We just tried, nothing happened. And what he had to do is only to scream, Hamas, robbery! So the question is, why also the owner of the store right now need to be punished with all the people that took from him? And the answer, he would do exactly the same to the other store owners. The Ben Ish Chai bring a story, amazing, beautiful. A thief was caught, and the verdict was by the king, death penalty. Before the execution, the thief confessed, apologized, and he had to say to the king, I got a tremendous secret, a huge patent, it's a shame it's going to go down to earth with me after death. The king was very curious and he said, please speak, let's listen, let's hear. The thief said, I know how to take any kind of seed or pit, mix it with certain kind of liquid from different ingredients I created and mix, plant it in the ground, and after a few minutes, a magnificent, glorious tree, fruit tree, full with fruit already, coming into the world, jumping. The king said, I must see this kind of stuff, unbelievable. Order to bring all the ingredients, some kind of drugs and stuff, the guy said. The thief mixed everything. Look, said the potion is ready, put the seed, wait a few minutes. And he said, okay, right now, the last thing we need is the person that's never stole anything in his life to plant the seed in the ground, because otherwise it's not going to work. And the thief said, I stole, I was caught, apologize, I cannot do it. So please, the deputy of the king, go ahead. The guy became pale, the deputy. And he shrugged, everybody's looking at him, and he said, when I was a child, what can you do, right? So when my father would send me to do shopping, I would say the price was higher, but actually I kept the change for myself. The thief was smiling behind his beard, let's say, and he continued and said, okay, the secretary of the treasury, please, go ahead. The guy became red as a tomato. The king was looking at him, go ahead. What, you cannot say right now you're actually stealing. He's the secretary of the treasury. And he said, I don't know, my king, I'm dealing all day with money calculation. Maybe I made a mistake. I don't know. I don't want to destroy it, please. And one minister after another, everybody did something about stealing in their life. The thief looked at the king, said, okay, my majesty, bechavod, please, with all due respect, go do it. The king was moving uncomfortably in his chair and he said, listen, what can I do? Are mentioning what I did wrong when I was a child. I loved a diamond necklace that my father, the old king, had. And I took it without his permission. I cannot plant. The thief started to scream, nobody in this room is clean from stealing, and me that I was forced to steal because I was starving, I need to die? And at the end, the king grant amnesty to the thief. And what is connected to us and the generation of the flood? Because most of us, if not all of us, are always judging and screaming on others when they do something to us which is totally not right, but we do the same thing on regular basis to other people. So Be'ezrat Hashem, V'ahavta li'recha kamocha, and we should not do something we don't like to others. Parashat Noach, Nachat Ruach Klal Yisrael, invite somebody to your table, give, try not to take, and the blessing to Klal Yisrael and the world gonna come. Nachat Ruach Klal Yisrael, Parashat Noach.